Yeah, take a look at these. These actually came from the here in Rochester. They were used for elevator recall. I'll show you a picture I'd taken several years ago. So here's the elevator. It's an old Schumacher. I'll get a video of it sometime. And there's the detector. I think that's the one to the right. That one. You can kind of see a gap there. This is on the 3rd floor. Then you saw that addressable detector, and then spectral in advance. Here's a close-up of that same detector. Again, you know, it's the gap. Mind the gap. If you were to take a look, May 21st, 2011. Some of you might remember that day, because that was that day that that Christian radio host Harold Camping predicted a rapture. Like the night before, I did have a nightmare. We were in a thing like this. This is, of course, GTA 5. That man's probably going to get arrested, or not arrested, but cited for noise. But anyway, it was a longer tunnel, but we were in an area like this, Mom and I, and suddenly this huge wave comes and sweeps us away. Like, Mom, hold on, no! So then, yeah, we came up here that day, because Mom has this fancy sewing machine that can do fancy stitching patterns, often called sergers. If you hook up a laptop to it, you can have it do really fancy patterns too, big ones. So she had just gotten it, so she was taking classes on how to use it, because the place she got it was here in Rochester. And since we figured that, you know, the clinic wouldn't be open on Saturdays, I just went to the Y, since I had a membership in Austin, and it had what's called a way, or always welcome at the Y. So all I had to do was show my membership card at another Y, like here, then I can get in. When I did one in Ohio too, you saw my pictures of that on Facebook. But anyway, so yeah, I saw these, and I was wondering if they were really detectors or not, because this is all I could see. Because, you know, they were against the wall, and that's all I could see. The circuit board is actually on standoffs. And then that day, I was in the swimming pool, and once in a while, I'd hear this a loud boom. And even though I pretty much knew that the rapture wasn't going to happen, I was a little worried. Then we went to this hotel by St. Mary's Hospital. It's torn down now. It had a 2001 system with red cabinet and 9833s. But anyway, we went there because they had fried chicken. And they have a bar. And when 6 o'clock came, because that's when he predicted it would happen, 6 o'clock came and went, like 6:01 from the bar, you hear this, hooray! Oh yeah! Since obviously the rapture never happened, everyone's still there. But anyway, and then they had TVs, and they were interviewing him, the guy. These are actually made of metal, these covers. And it's just got this grill here. It can come off easily. What's wrong with this one? See the ammo. Take the cover off that one here. But anyway, here's the horn. The wire, and you can see, do not disconnect horn. Here's your sensor. Ionization, I do believe. Kind of see the thing in there. Not even sure what element it uses. And your red LED. I'll bet it was on continuously, but even back then, these were on since they had those addressable detectors. Here's the capacitor, and then that's a relay. At first I thought it was a transformer, but then I saw the thing on the side here. That's relay, and that's what they were using for the recall. But see, as you can see, this is what I meant by it's on standoff, so that's all I could see, just that part. I imagine they probably just made the continuous 60 hertz. You know, that's 120 hertz, but you know what I mean. Maybe it pulsed, maybe it didn't. I can't tell I can't see any transformer, so I couldn't do a, you know, DC like. Yeah, I'll show you this one. Let's see if I can show you. There you go. See, the cover is held on by these clips here. Actually, you can see that one's broken off because they're pretty thin. So here's this one. Here's the label. And I think that's the same company that made an alarm called Save a Life. Now, for the life of me, speaking of life, haha, I've seen them on eBay, but I thought I had mentioned it in one of my browsing videos, but for the life of me, I cannot find it. That's why I watched each volume at least 3 times, and I couldn't find it. Anyhow, they were a rectangular one, like this, and they had the same type of grill on it, and it also detect like gas and stuff. I have a brochure on it that came with that Fire King binder, but those are all packed away, and I don't feel like trying to find them. Could be in there. But anyway, yeah. And then there was a label here, as you can kind of tell. See? So that was probably like UL listing and maybe even model number. Unless that's the model number, who knows? You know, the probably information about the radiation, radioactive element. These horns are actually Faraday. So you can see it. Kind of. Oh, no, it's not focusing. Wow. Working flashlight. Now we're going to do this way. I'm holding onto the iPad and the light. Yeah, now you can see it. That beeping you heard is the bus. The city buses we have down there. See if you can see one. Right there. Makes that noise when it's kneeling. In other words, when it's raising or lowering. Yeah, these are pretty cool, and it wasn't until when we moved up here and I started going more frequently than I found that they really were a detector, because I was on 3rd and the cover was kind of loose, and then I wanted to look at it, brushed it, and the cover came off, or just slightly hit it, and the cover came off and fell to the floor. So then I saw that it was a detector, so then I put it back on as best as I could. So then we asked back in October, and they said they would check with maintenance, and then in January we talked to the lead maintenance guy, and he said that he'd check with his supervisor, and then if they really were, not used, I could have them by the next week. Next week came and went, no info. Next week, next month. And then finally, last Monday, I was able to get them. But I don't blame them, because the Y here is a big, huge facility, a lot bigger than Austin. As I mentioned, it has 3 floors. Actually 4 if you consider the track, the walking track. But that's not available by elevator, or accessible. And then he had a lot of stuff he needed to do. There were other projects there, and then they were getting new equipment, and like the fitness center, new treadmills and stuff. And lights needed to be fixed, replaced. Other things needed to be fixed, replaced. And the reason why it took me so long to get this out is because for the last few days I've been watching those videos, eBay videos, and trying to find that part. Oh, that was one of the covers. Trying to find that part so I could splice it here. But I just can't. Well, here, I'll show you how big it is. You can hear the scanner in the background. Like, they have a nice big pool. Here's the Y schedule. Full schedule. So I'll just use that. So like right here is a hot tub. And here is the access to the handicap locker rooms. It's actually longer than this. And over here is windows. where you can see from a seating area here. And then at the other end, there's stairways to the actual locker rooms, or the other locker rooms. So then you have a normal 75-foot pool, not that close, like this. Then there's another area, and columns like this. Kind of running out of room again. Then there's another kind of like a overflow 75-foot section. There's a stairway that leads into it. Again, not that close to the column, but yeah, no. So it's only like 2 lanes. And then here's like a big kids area. It's like a 0 entry. Over here's a water slide. It comes down outside. It comes outside the building and comes back in. You get on it over here. I can show you a picture too, but here's a current channel, they call it. So it has these powerful jets that set up this really powerful current going this way. So that way you can either swim against the current this way, or with the current, or walk against it, like I do. Yeah, like this kids area, you know, they have like different things. Like there's one thing with like a fire valve, the fire hose type valve here, and then there's like a big duck here. That's not a duck, but you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. I'll show you some pictures of the pool. Yeah, these are cool. So yeah, after 7 months of waiting, I finally have them. Once again, there's the label. iPad in focus. There we go. I guess you could just consider that the model number, 74-0.19. Yeah, they're pretty cool. But obviously you can, here's the back. Mounting plate, and then the wires are barely visible. You cut them short, so I wouldn't, power it up. But I told them I wouldn't either. So come on, iPad. But like I said, it probably does make the 60 hertz buzz. Like I said, the light probably does come on continuously when it's powered up. Kind of interesting to have more info on these, but sadly I don't. But there you go, folks. Thanks for watching. Really cool alarms, and as I've said with other alarms, I'm glad to have them.